Hi everybody! So it's that time again. It's time for an updated planner lineup. I can't remember when I did this last, but it probably was like last month or something because I'm always changing up what I want to use and that kind of thing. Sometimes I want to be in a ton of planners and sometimes I just need to simplify it down like right now. So right now, I only have two books that I'm working in, but in this first one, there is more than one planner. So this is my life, my everything, my holy grail. This contains everything that is not work related. Well, and I guess it does contain some things that are work related, but more hobby related, but we'll get into that later. So then this one is my school planner or my teacher planner. It's a vertical though, so we'll get into that also. Most of you, if you've been here for a while, you've seen these planners, but if you are new, I'm just gonna share with you what my lineup looks like right now I guess we're going into October of 2021. So I've taken out my on-the-go planner from my previous lineup, which I will link somewhere in the cards up here, and I'll link that hopefully down in the description box below, but we'll see. I'm really bad at those description box links, but I've taken that out, and then I had an affirmations journal that I was writing in, but honestly, when I'm trying to fit in daily life with both of my kids home and homeschooling and just work stuff, like getting work done, social media stuff, any kind of downtime, there's just not time in the day for extra planners right now. So I've taken it back down to kind of like the bare bones of my lineup, the things that I absolutely have to function and, to keep me going. So these guys are it. So first we'll talk about my work planner and then we'll get into life. So this is my work planner and I'm loving her. She's so pretty. So I made kind of a hybrid situation. So I took pieces from a bunch of different planners and I combined them into what I like. So it has a monthly layout and then the weekly layout is vertical, which is pretty exciting. So yeah. Vertical for me for teacher planning. I may be changing up how I use these boxes. So this might be boring if you're not a teacher, but I teach 3 different classes. And so the way that I use my planner is I was using one box for each class. I do still really like the vertical layout for just my general teaching planner. I don't know. The teacher layout didn't really work well for me and I like the vertical. I've missed vertical planning and this gives me a little bit of that. Like I said, I do plan for each one of my classes in each box, but I'm thinking about doing my advisory class on top and then just Avid stuff, anything that's Avid related, because I teach 2 sections of Avid, and then maybe any meetings or student phone calls or anything will just all be down here. So then I can have that all in one place. And I mean, if it directly relates to one of the above things, I guess I could put it in here, but I will just have to kind of see how that goes, because sometimes there's PDs and stuff that don't necessarily relate exactly to those 2 categories, but that are still beneficial and that I need to attend. So I am going to probably change that part up, but other than that, this is my ride or die. I love this planner. I'm really into it and it helps me to stay really organized as a teacher. The only thing that you don't see in my teacher planning system in here are my checklists in the back and my meeting notes sheets that I use when we're in meetings. And then I also add in, so you can see right here, I just wrote ST to shorthand for student check-in. I don't write any names in here, in this part, because I do think that it's beneficial to share how different teachers or different people plan work stuff. But I also, FERPA is a big deal. You never want to share student privacy or anything like that. So what I also do is I include a half sheet that I put just right down the middle, and I write down and it's actually one of the half sheets that has the days of the week. So it has a box for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I just add in, who I'm talking to or what I'm doing that day. And then I'll flip it to the back, and any notes that I need to make, I will write down there and then transfer to our call system. That's a digital system. So I have all of that there and I save those in the back of this planner because, again, would never photograph any student information or anything like that. So that is my teacher planner. That was a really long introduction to my teacher planner. And then This is also, I'm going to be using her in a different way as well. But don't worry, I am still using a few of similar layouts, but some things are changing. So let's just go ahead and take a peek. So this is my everyday, all the time planner for all aspects of my life. And I like to Franken plan, which means that I like to take multiple planners and cram them together in one planning book so that I don't have to reach for multiple books and open them and that kind of thing. I like to have everything put together in one planner. Franken planning is my jam. I know a lot of people like to have things separated out, but for me to be my most efficient self, having everything just in one planner is perfect for me. So in here, I use a dashboard planner for my daily life. So I use this seasonal dashboard, and October is yellow. Apparently, I don't know why October is yellow, but it is. So I use this dashboard layout. I will be moving into the Spoonful of Faith dashboard layout in 2022, but it is kind of fun to use this seasonal one throughout the end of the year. So dashboard layout to plan life stuff. And I am changing up the way that I use these boxes. So one of them is going to be, okay, I'm still trying to work these out. So I think I'm going to do a personal, a work, a social media. This will stay the same, so I'm going to be using this section as a preview for next week. And then, okay, so maybe I'll do to do, personal, social media, and work. And I think that that will be how I use this dashboard, because what I'm finding is some things are kind of slipping through the cracks, but if I have like a main hub right here, even though I'm not technically like using this planner for those things, I have like to-dos and stuff that maybe I need to flip into the other planners to look at. So it's really like going to be an attention getting place. So that's what I'm going to use this space for. So to-dos, personal, social media, and work stuff. So anything like that that needs to happen. So yeah, and those will just be like big alert type items. Of course, my like entire work checklist probably won't be able to fit in there, but I will just kind of put those big things that maybe I'm looking at that week. So there's that. In my home planner, I also have a few daily sheets. Sometimes I daily plan and that kind of thing. So I use those occasionally. And then I also have some goal setting sheets that I will use eventually. And then I have a chores section, and I change this out every week. So I make sure to check off my chores that I'm doing and that kind of thing. And then my meal planning, I recently updated. So I'm using the meal planning sheets from the meal planning extension pack that just came out in the 2021 fall release. So these are going to be really handy, I think, for meal planning. So it gives you like meal ideas right here, which is pretty cool, like recipe ideas, and then your meal plan for the week. So I like this. I think it's going to work out really well. In this section, I also have some recipe sheets. These are also the new version of the recipe sheet, which I really like. I like that they are so neutral, and I can't wait to jump into using them. And then I have a budget section. So this is my budget section. I'm going to be updating this in 2022, I think. I am going to take a look at the extension packs that they have right now, because the things that I dislike about the older Happy Planner budget stuff were the things that are just written in here. Like, we should all be able to choose our own categories for different things and all of that. Same here, like we don't need these written in here. So I may take a look, but that's what I have there. I have a project section with just a few project sheets in here. And then this is another section that changed if you have been following me for a while. So I now have a, drum roll please, this is like a combined teacher layout. So I'm gonna flip the layout though. So I'm gonna put days of the week across the top and categories here. And this is my social media section. So previously I was using a dashboard for social media, but I was not using the left-hand side very well. And it was kind of blocking me from like feeling motivated to plan. So that didn't work very well. I hate covering things up. So I hate undated things where I have to date and all of that, but I'm wondering if this will work this way. If not, I can always go back to just having it how it is and then using categories across the top, but I just only wanted these 5 categories. I didn't want to have to try to fill up 7. And it'd be nice to have a weekend day for social media stuff. So, or 2 of them even would be great. So I am using this teacher layout for social media stuff. So I'm trying that out this month. And then of course I have just social media sheets that I may use, I may not use somewhere in here. So these are Happy Planner sheets, but I also have Fancy Plans Co. content planner sheets in here. So these I use occasionally. And then this is a change that you may or may not have seen already, but it's changed, so here it is. So I do have my weekly check-in sheets as always, my doodle space, and this is my wellness section for all of you who are following along. So wellness section, and I have a reading list in here. As you can see, there are no books written on here, true to what I talk about on the Spice Chaos podcast, never reading anything. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to read for pleasure again, but we'll see, that's okay. My digital detox bucket list, which I love to have in here, and then the planner that I have that I'm trying out again is the wellness layout. So we're gonna be jumping feet first back into wellness starting in October. I'm really excited for that. This week have been really good about like my eating stuff. And so next week, which is that first week in October, I am gonna be back on my workouts. So I do a 40-minute bike ride, which for me equals out to be somewhere between like 8 to 9.5 miles, depending on the day and how tired I am. So I'm going to be getting back to doing that, which is cool. And then last but not least, I have the recovery journal back in here, and I'm going to be starting that next week as well. And so everything in this planner will start that first week of October. And I'm pretty excited to use all of these different things. Some things are new, which I think is gonna hold me over to like not redating any of my new planners. And then the next planner lineup that you will see is going to be in January of 2022. So these are going to be the things that take me through to the end of the year. And honestly, at this point in the year, I typically feel kind of like disconnected from planning like altogether. And right now I feel really motivated. I feel like this is a very clean, very simple setup. Maybe I'll add things back in at the beginning of 2022. I don't know, we'll have to see. But right now, these are the things that are going to get me through to the end of the year and just keep me going. Like that's what I'm really trying to do, is stay moving in my planners and doing all of those things. Also, as an update, Wednesdays are usually my shopping vlog days. This is obviously not a shopping vlog, but shopping vlogs will be returning next week. I know you guys love them, and I don't want you to think that they're going off of my channel forever. So make sure you have your notifications turned on to all, and make sure that you're subscribed if you're not already. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, hello, my name is Caitlin, and I would absolutely love it if you would hit that red subscribe button down below. And then if you are new here, hi, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. And if you are someone who's been here for a while, thank you so much for all of your love and support. It truly means everything to me. You guys are my friends, you are my internet family, and here is your internet hug for the day. And feel free to reach out to me if you ever just want to talk or would like to make a new friend. You can reach me at creatinginchaos_official over on Instagram. That is the fastest way to reach me. If you'd like to comment on one of my photos there or send me over a DM, I would love to connect with you there. So thank you so much for hanging out. If you'd like to check out any other things that I'm working on, you can also find me on the Spice Chaos podcast, as well as a brand new issue of the Paper Planner Essentials Planner magazine. You can get a digital copy or a digital plus paper copy as well. All very exciting, and the link to that is down below. And then something else that I am trying that should be fun is the secret link to a planner shop that is also going to be linked down below. I'm not going to label it. You'll have to click on it to see whose planner shop it is. It'll be a variety of different ones, so take a look and see whose planner shop is featured in the description box down below. So thank you for doing that. And by the way, you guys, have fun today.